rock and roll, living the dream, super excited. It's good. I ain't going on by myself right now, so I gotta check it out. It's 7:30. Number one, mission accomplished. 300 push-ups, 4 sets of 75. I got up at I want to say 6:15. I went to bed at 10. So my lifestyle is definitely changing. Definitely changing. One way it's for the better, way better. In other ways, I gotta see the results. 6:15. Well, I make sure I eat mostly fruit. That's really the key. Mostly fruit throughout the day. I would say at least 85–90%. I do eat some. I eat some hummus every day. The reason being is I don't want my body to be totally pure, and that's just the way it is. Okay, it's 73. Almost, I'll be 73 next month. About 28 days, something like that. Maybe 20 days. I'm still getting stronger. You know what I mean? I'm getting stronger. At 73, no meds, no supplements, no herbs. Let's take a look about some of the things I think about. I don't know. Interesting. 6:15, I got up. Deciding factor, I made my list of things I had to do. I'm basically a routine type guy. I had to do my push-ups by 7:30 to make the video. And then after 7:30, I had to do some planning. My goal was to plan 300. I actually did like 22 yesterday. It's a little chilly out there, so I got to motivate myself to do something. I don't know how much, but I got to do something. And tomorrow's a wait and see project. The other side of it, you can't not help but think about Corona. That's the way it is. And the way it is the normalcy of life has been down, changed completely. The question is, what do you want? How badly do you want it? What do you want? How badly do you want it? In my case, from what I've seen, the people who are affected have a weakened immune system. The older people, anybody's over 70, unless you're a rock and roll, little dream, banana fruit type guy, I'm not affected at all. People with hypertension, diabetes, cancer. And every book that I've read, the really major one was a cancer study by Colin Campbell. If you get rid of meat, chicken, fish, dairy, eggs, you get rid of the heart disease, you get rid of diabetes. Then I'm thinking, the flu. You know what I mean? The flu. I'm not going to give it any name, the flu. It's every year the same thing. I'm saying to you, the flu, cancer, diabetes, is the same row of things. Nature's same. We're all connected. All connected. And I'm just reading the different headlines. I just briefly looked at it. It said life cannot return to normalcy until you get the vaccine. Okay, those words are out there. Life cannot return to normalcy until you get the vaccine. What does that mean to the average person? You can't go to a restaurant. You can't go to ball games. You can't go to sporting events. You can't go to parks. Can't sit outside with a group of friends. Is that what that means? Where you cannot go to the supermarket without being a mask. And some places are even checking your temperature before you go into the supermarket. I have a friend of mine, he delivers to supermarkets. He cannot go in unless his temperature is correct. What do you want? How badly do you want it? So let's take a look at it. Every disease is based on the same thing. This is my opinion. Keep in mind, I'm not a doctor, so that's Team Vegan. That to me, how many vegans do you think have been affected by this? I would say almost none. And I'm experienced with nursing home. My mother was in nursing home. I know when she went in. I know 2 years later when she died, it went straight downhill to big time. Big time. It's just like night and day. Night and day. They're there to give you pills, entertain your food, a lot of processed foods, a lot of cakes, a lot of cookies, a lot of bagels, very little fruit, very little. Okay, let's take a look at it. What do you want? How bad do you want it? What do you want? How bad do you want it? What I wanted to do was do 300 push-ups. So I start, and 300 correct push-ups. I was always doing push-ups, but they weren't correct. So I started maybe a week ago with doing 30 correct ones, 10 times throughout the day. It took me almost 10 hours. The second time took me almost 7 hours. I said, this is crazy. I don't want to think about it. I'm going to just do it. So then I started doing here at home by 7:30. Generally 7:30 is when I, just when I get my ball rolling, boom, 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 exercise, boom, boom, boom. So I did 10 sets of 30. I was getting really confused. It was the 7th one, 8th one, 9th one. So then I started doing 60. I did 60 for, I think, 2 days. So I did 5 sets of 60, maybe one day. Today, I said, I'm going to do 75, 4 times. This way, easy to remember. Easy to remember. Keep in mind, I'm still a young spring chicken. Keep in mind, I'm still a raw vegan. Keep in mind, I eat mostly fruit. Keep in mind. So my immune system is getting better. Now think about it. Is your immune system getting better by social distances? Is your immune system getting better by wearing a mask? Is it? I don't know. But I know I have to wear a mask and I have to social distance. Is it getting better? I don't think so. I think it's probably even getting worse. All the germs close to my mouth, social distance, can't talk to anybody. Everyone's afraid, boom, boom, boom. Everyone lives in fear, boom, boom, boom. But me, myself, and I, that's a lot. I got 75 trillion cells. Each cell has 20,000 life units, at 380 trillion viruses, 60 million bacteria, 60 billion bacteria. That's a lot to keep me happy. A lot to keep me happy. You know what it means? My life is, I don't depend on anybody for my happiness. That's me. What about other people? What about other people? The life that you had will no longer be the life that you had. Is that what you want? And do you think that this, with the set of rules that are given to you, will improve your life, will keep you safe? In my opinion, not at all, until you change your dietary habits. Until you become team vegan, your life will be forever that. Which means colds, flus. They'll just give it a name. They'll give it a name, and then they'll give you a cure. My friends, we are being set up for a mandatory cure. Those were the words said. Until you get a vaccine, your life will always be the way it is, as of today. Lines in supermarkets, social distances, mask over your face, because there's a fear factor. There is a big fear factor, and people are sucked into it. There is a big fear factor. People are sucked into it. Let's take a look at the flu. To me, it's not really a flu, in my opinion. Based on something called natural hygiene, the body wants to be in a state of love. You have all these things going on in my body. They want love. They want love. That's it. And the goal is homeostasis and purification. They all want to be in a state of love. So when you're putting food into your body does not want, the body has to react. It's at war. It's a war to protect you. This is really hard to understand, beyond hard to understand. People have 2 words, fuel, entertainment. Fuel, entertainment. I do go for entertainment sometimes. Most of my life, at least 85, 90% of my diet is based on fuel. Fuel takes 10 minutes, 20 minutes to process. Entertainment, 100 hours per meal. Especially if you're eating meat. 100 hours per meal. If you're eating meat, 100 hours. That's a long time. That's a long time of being at war. Guess what goes to war then? Your viruses and your bacteria go to war. And if it gets to a point where they're losing a war, they call up all the reserves, every single reserve that you have in your body to get rid of it. It's called acute disease. In layman's terms, it's called a flu. Acute disease. The body says, listen, I've had it. I can no longer stand all this waste inside my body. I'm going to release it. I'm releasing it by either a fever. Could be. Maybe it's too acute, maybe diarrhea. Maybe shaking. Maybe coughing. Maybe cold. It's pushing out. Coughing, pushing out. Sneezing, it's pushing it out. Everything is pushing out. And the way it works is the day before you get sick, I'm going to give you 7 days. Generally, 7-day period. I'm going to give Vice's intelligence. Listen, I'm going to give it 7 days to cleanse it out. Now, the way it works, this is in my opinion, there's an energetic vibration throughout the world that we're all connected. All connected. And the same when trees come out to bloom, everything begins to start normal. It's the same period of time where the body goes for the cleanse because it's connection. We're designed by the God above to give us a strong immune system at all times, to give us a defense system, to make us designed not to get sick for all these trillions and billions of actions going on at the same time. One cell of 75 trillion cells has more wisdom in the world to date. There are no mistakes, my friend. And what they're doing, the medical world is doing, is saying the body doesn't know. We're going to create a vaccine to make sure that your life returns to normal. My friends, our body is normal. Every single moment is normal the way it's doing exactly what it should be doing. Thank you. You got 2 choices. And we're saying this every single day. Boom, boom, boom. And sometimes I do get blasted. And they say, oh no, how can you not care? How can you not care about your body? How can you not care about what you put inside your body? That's the bottom line. We're meant to eat, and I mention God all the time. We're meant to eat God's food. We're not meant to eat someone else's life. We're not meant to kill something, cut up the pieces, and then eat it. Our body goes on full-scale military alert, trying to destroy it, trying to allocate it. That, my friend, is the basis for all diseases. Cold, cough, sneezing, diabetes, overweight. Think about it. Everything is tied together. Fat. 70. I should not be doing that many push-ups. I should not be doing that many push-ups. I should not be feeling strong. I should not be feeling stronger. I should not be working 12, 15 hours a day and day. I should not be. I should be in a freaking retirement city. That's not my style. No, my style is doing what I do. Strong, intense, sharing a message. Whether you believe me or not, it doesn't really matter. It's what I believe in. Change your lifestyle. You have no fear. Change your lifestyle. You have no fear. You have a choice. It's a clear choice. You're being set up for that, my friends. When they say to you that you can go back to normal when you get a vaccine, and then you say, yes, give me a vaccine. Guess who's making the vaccines? Guess who's making them? Guess who's in charge of it? Guess who put money into it? Guess who? Guess who? Look it up. Who's making a vaccine? Who's in lawsuits for a talcum powder they make? Guess who? Guess who's investing money? Guess who's investing in medical field? Check around. how Bill Gates is, I don't want to mention any names, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm not saying it's a good thing, because Mother Nature is beyond happy. And their goal is depopulate the population. That's their goal. They set it out right. Boom, boom, boom. And my friends, you're walking down the street and you see a mask and you don't see anybody smiling at you. Absolutely. You can't go pick up anybody in bars. Absolutely. Even dating service, you meet, there's a mask. What do? You protest. You protest. You protest. And the other side of it is you get stronger. The better eat, the more clear you become what's best for you and those around you. Bye for now.